Well, hey there, gang. As we start 2025, I just want to remind everyone that the roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, all you lucky folks about to enjoy the Year of the Snake, welcome to Head Games Arena. My name is Jetterex, and to celebrate the new year, 2025, we are going back to our roots. And by that, of course, I mean Insidious roots. Insidious roots is a black and green enchantment that reads creature tokens you control have tap to add 1 mana of any color, and then more importantly, whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. Important to note that this snowballs as you continue to get creatures out of your graveyard. So, the game plan, put creature cards in the graveyard, get an Insidious Roots in play, get those creature cards out of the graveyard to whatever zone makes sense at the time, get plant tokens, win the game. Why are we playing this deck now? Well, last couple of sets gave us some new tools to work with. Duskmourn gave us Brood Spinner. It's a 2-mana 2/3 spider with reach. When it enters, you surveil 2, so it's putting creatures into our graveyard. It also does a trick later where you can sacrifice and get insects equal to your card types, 6 card types represented in the deck. Also fantastic trick with Agatha's Soul Cauldron to give other creatures that ability and sneak out a whole bunch of flyers. Overlord of the Baelmerk, obviously another Duskmourn all-star. This card single-handedly triggers Insidious Roots by milling cards into the graveyard, and as long as there's a creature it gets it back to our hand and triggers Insidious Roots. It's also just a fantastic value engine. There's a lot of creatures in this deck, so this works incredibly well. And then finally, Foundations gave us Abyssal Harvester, 1 and 2 black for a 3/2 Demon Warlock. Taps to exile target creature from a graveyard that was put there this turn. You create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types, then exile all other nightmare tokens. So you can kill an opponent's creature, make a copy of it, you exile it from their graveyard so they don't get it back. You can only keep 1 token at a time with Harvester. That's what that second line of text means, but it works fantastic with Insidious Roots, where you can find ourselves reanimating Overlords of the Baelmerk or any of the other creatures in the deck. And because it's an activated ability, all of our creatures can get it thanks to Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So that's the deck. Before we move over into gameplay, I want to remind everyone to please like, subscribe, leave some comments down below. We deeply appreciate all your support and attention. Without further stalling for time, let's play some head games. All right, Coureur de Bois. Coureur de Bois. Make me practice my French. Okay, I do like seeing Rebel Belt Maverick in my opening hand. The Alanoir else isn't bad either. I don't have any black mana, but really 2 Surveil 2s lets me look at a whole lot of cards. So I'm going to keep this. Our opponent starts with a tap land. That feels not bad for us. We will start... We're going to start with the Alanoir Elf, I think, because that allows us to deploy both Rebel Belts next turn if we want to. The other play here is that Rebel Belt triggers into Overlord. So let's start with a Rebel Belt and take a look. We will bin the Llanowar Elf. And we'll play Brood Spinner. We'll bend this other Rebel Belt, and we will draw the Soul Cauldron. Okay, this is something. I wouldn't call it good. Obviously, we don't like to see Up the Beanstalk on the other side, although the green-black Up the Beanstalk deck is not as scary as it could be. Okay, so 4 mana at my disposal. I can kill the Up the Beanstalk right now if I want to, and that very well could be the play. I think it is, actually. We're going to take out the Up the Beanstalk and remove their value. Get rid of that. And then we'll get in for 2. I don't think I have a way to get it back, but removing it later might actually be of a greater benefit. I don't think before life is really going to matter. I'm not going to do it. I think having the creature in the graveyard is better. Alright, our opponent is stuck on what they are doing right now. I think we are going to play Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Get in for 2. And hold. Deadly cover-up with no... Okay, yep, that's fine. You can have that. Alright, we are going to get rid of your deadly cover-up so that you can't do it again. Tyvar is excellent.
Let's pound these metal monstrosities into never give up. We can win.
Root Spinner. Watch this. Okay, so we can exile the Abyssal Harvester. Tyvar makes it so that Brood Spinner can Abyssal Harvester something that went to the graveyard, and this Overlord went to the graveyard. Reanimate the Overlord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back Skyfisher. I forgot there is a way for me to get back Skyfisher. I have to remember these things. We're not, like, in a dominant position, but we are in a decent position. Their deck has lots of answers. The Golgari mid-range deck is solid and is capable of dealing with pretty much everything. Because they're probably running Terra Sunder to deal with artifacts and enchantments. They're probably running Bitter Triumph to deal with Planeswalkers. And they're considering using that Bitter Triumph right now. I did just dump 2 Insidious roots, so I don't feel great about that. I don't think I have a way to get back the roots. In fact, I'm fairly certain that I don't. Okay. That makes a lot of sense to me. We're going to get a swamp, which is the only choice we have. Okay, what else are we doing? You going to kill that? You got it. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so my guy can't do the trick anymore, right? So we start by attacking for 3. We untap our attacker. We Brood Spinner. We're gonna surveil that land to the graveyard. And then we're gonna hold up, go for the throat, I'm pretty sure. So if they've got Liliana Dreadhorde.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
There's a huge draw for our opponent.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
I have to sacrifice Tyvar to make this happen.
What a grand fight! You're making me look bad. I won't let you fall.
Brood Spinner again. Lands to the graveyard. Spider again. Get rid of Lily.
I will rise again.
Tough. Their deck is way more resilient than ours. I'm okay with that. And an elf. You got it. Okay, so... Osteomancer. It's tough because it's like I'm really expecting them to play to use their creature. Alright, we're just gonna say go. We're holding up the go for the throat. I mean, it depends on what they do. Sentinel's fine. I really have to take out their man lands because oh, I was gonna kill that anyway. Do you have enough to activate? You do. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. I don't want them to see what they're doing next. So now, if they activate their creature land, which I believe that they will, I can block with Osteomancer Adept, and then on my turn I can Baelmerk it back into play. Okay, not great. Elf. Harvester. And we are done. They just keep drawing gas. We're in trouble. Oh, they are counting lands. That does not make anybody feel good. What are you doing over there? They have enough to deadly cover up and remove my my roots. We're probably in trouble if that happens. They have to get rid of the Harvester. The Harvester's going to be a problem for them. Tough game. Tough game. Yeah, I'm not super happy to see the Golgari mid-range on the other side of the table with this deck. Okay. Okay. Well, do they have enough to do both? I see. Okay. Now I'm in trouble. Okay. There's some like really hot hits here. So I'm gonna Hail Mary. And I'm gonna play Tyvar.
Today we carve our deeds into history.
There it is. Oh, that is so good. Okay, so I bring this back. I use it to blow up Virtue. I'm also gonna do this. And we'll dump the Brood Spinner. I'm gonna keep the land. And what do I... Oh, there was an Overlord. I didn't see it. Okay. I'm gonna mill myself out. Okay, what do I get back? Do I get the Haywire Might back? I think I get the Osteomancer back. And no attacks. So I still am on the back foot. So if they keep drawing gas, which there it is. Because I can't really attack with this. Because I'm just going to mill myself out if I do. I'm not sure what that means as far as what I'm going to attack with. This only gets creatures, right? You may cast creature spells from the graveyard. Okay. I mean, the 5/5 is a good blocker. There's no question. Two roots in my graveyard means there's still two in the deck. That's what I'm hoping for. I really need. I mean, there's only 17 cards left, so there's two Insidious roots in the deck. I need to draw one sooner than later, because otherwise I'm in trouble. Our opponent is taking their time, thinking about what to do next. David Devious cover up. Deadly cover up. They do. They have a deadly cover up. It's not even a question. Second Virtue. Okay, so Osteomancer. Activate. Get the Haywire Might back. Get rid of 3 things I don't need. Get rid of that. Oh, this is tough. What am I doing? I need to put pressure on. I'm gonna lose. Oh no! Our opponent is tired of watching me play poorly. Yes! Good old Captain Jack. We have heard of you. Okay. Brood Spinner on 2 is one of my favorite turn 2 plays. If I can surveil into a second land, or into a third land rather, Tyvar becomes very interesting, especially if I can dump some stuff with Brood Spinner. It's not the best. It's also on the draw with no removal. Terrible keep. Here we go. Let's see if we're playing against an aggressive deck, which seems to be the thing these days. Authority of the Consoles. Okay, so does that mean our opponent is on some like control-y? Maybe it's just lifelink. Maybe it's just life gain. Still good. Shaman can go to the bin. We are looking for a third land. Okay. Black-white life gain. Second authority. Our creatures are getting double tapped. Brood Spinner. Hold, please. It may make more sense to play Llanowar Elf and Rubblebelt Maverick, because this also surveils too, so I think that makes slightly... our opponent's gaining life. That's a thing that's happening. Okay, there is another land. We don't need another elf, but we do need another land. Okay, here we go. Another life for our opponent. Do they play a creature that gets bigger when we gain life? When they gain life. They removed the elf. Okay, here we go. This is not the worst thing that could have happened, because they don't have a creature on board. Okay, am I gonna dump the Stalker? It is a good target for Tyvar. And I think yes. I'm going to dump the Stalker, and I'm going to play Brood Spinner. I'm going to gain them more life, it's fine. They're not benefiting from the life gain other than the life gain at this point. So, it could be far worse. I do want the Go for the Throat, and I think I want it next turn. Just to have options. Opponent's a 27, y'all. We're getting there. What? Are you just Authority of the Console and removal deck? Is that all we're doing today? Nowhere to run. It's the Brood Spinner. You got it. Okay, Tyvar.
Whoever slays the most fine Rexians, we're in this together.
Every time. Okay, so Brood Spinner or Stalactite Stalker? I think I take Brood Spinner again. I just get to peek at more cards. Okay. Dumping the Baelmerk. Getting in for one. This is a very tedious game where our opponent was really expecting to play against a whole bunch of creatures. Takes out the Tyvar. Here's the good news. Get Lost does not hit artifacts, right? Great. Okay, so possible, however unlikely, that they do not have a way to deal with that. That is the perfect hit because I really need to land. We're gonna get the call now, and we're gonna start doing the thing. All right, what do we have in the graveyard? We've got Stalactite Stalker, Llanowar Elf. Oh, we also have Fauna Shaman in the graveyard. We're gonna put that here. Okay, roots. And say go. Got Go for the Throat up, got Soul Cauldron up. Enduring Tenacity. When you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Okay, so, tricky thing. We're going to let them get to their end step. We're going to go to full control because I don't trust the game to do this correctly. I'm going to go for the Throat here. And when its triggered ability goes off, we get to exile it. Counter on the Brute Spinner. Okay. Counter on the Maverick. Or draw a land. I'll take the land. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So they're probably playing with board wipes. It may make sense for me to just chill. Although I really kind of want to play this. It's going to gain them 2 life, but I'm okay. So they might be playing Sunfall. So Sunfall is really the absolute worst for this deck. All right. Surveil. I think we keep that. Okay. The double authority is really tough. It's slowing us down quite a lot. There's Enduring Tenacity again. Okay. Okay, is there a Stalker in the graveyard? There is. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Stalker. Let's put it on Rubble Belt. I'm gonna lose 2 life, but I'm gonna do the thing again. Yep. 1. Okay. Land for turn. Go full control because I do not trust the thing. Kill the Enduring Tenacity. With its ability on the stack. Exile it. Put the counter here. Oh, could I have Abyssal harvested that? I could have Abyssal harvested that. This deck gets unfortunately too complicated sometimes. I think, honestly, I'm just gonna say go. It may sound strange, but at this point I've got them in like 2 turns, so it makes a lot of sense for me to just hold off. I actually have them on, depending on what they play. Yeah, I had a feeling that was what was next. Yep. Okay, when an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna steal that. I'm going to... I think I'm safe here. Okay, what don't I have under it? We're gonna get Fauna Shaman. Counter on Brood Spinner. Make a creature. They gain 2 life. This isn't how I wanted to do this. Stalker the Conqueror. Steal the Conqueror. Full cost Bailmerk. I'm just going for it. Tybar, probably. Yeah, I don't want to give them any more life. We're going to call it. Okay. Do I have them dead on board? It looks like I do. They have to play another creature. Ooh, Union of the Third Path. Okay. Is it lethal? I wasn't counting. It's not! Okay, they don't have either combo piece up right now. So, what does he do? Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Let's just call it. I can't believe that wasn't lethal. Wow, I didn't even know Fumigate was a thing anymore. Yeah, we are just going after them with the lands. Okay. So all right, we're gonna sacrifice food to draw a card. I don't think I win. Let's see. I think I can sequence this in such a way where I might, if they don't have a removal spell. Okay, Restless Cottage. Okay, again, full control. Go for the throat on Enduring Tenacity. With its ability on the stack. That's it! Oh! Blackhawk. Blackhawk, what are you playing? It better be birds. It just better be birds. There better be crows in your deck, or I don't even know what your name's about. I mean, yeah, this is fine. First turn Llanowar Elf. If it doesn't get killed, second turn Agathon and the Surveil land. I mean, this is one of the best cards in the deck. It just is. Should probably be playing with more copies of it, if I'm honest. Okay. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. We're gonna... Okay. So this is the Pixie deck. It's, like, not even a question. I think I'm gonna pitch a land. So the trouble I'm gonna run into here, right? The trouble I'm gonna run into is... if they... get the like I want to get the Cauldron down. I'm gonna get the Cauldron down, and I'm gonna play the Haywire Might. If they have the Pixie, they have the Pixie. It's like the best start for that deck. So I got lands in my hand, so I don't really care. Yep. It's the Esper Pixie deck. There it is. You got it. Yep. There you go. There you go. Well, that doesn't feel great. I actually don't know which land makes more sense here. I actually think that the Restless Cottage may make more sense than the Underground Mortuary. Yep, that's it. No attacks. Let's see what our opponent does next. Haywire Might seems decent against them, but they've already decimated my hand. They already, you know, Hopeless Nightmare into Pixie into Hopeless Nightmare is like... Especially when they're on the draw. Like, this is a game where me being on the play was maybe not good. We'll see. Yeah, they have to really think about what they're doing because I have a way to interact with what they're doing. Get in for 2? It's very funny to watch them think so much about what they're gonna do. Wham! 2 damage. Yep. I am heck bent. Neat. Interesting. This might not even be good, but we're gonna do it. Okay, board's cleared. It's an interesting way to get removal spells running, but here we are. Sure. Yep. How do you feel about that? Yep. Get your next nightmare down. 2 more damage to me. Pixie it up. Land. There you go. We'll go to 12. There's like nothing I can't cast. So the cool thing here is that I can absolutely kill that pixie if they try to kill my Stalactite Stalker. Because I can put a counter on it, sacrifice it. Ooh. Ooh. Not what I wanted to do. Nope. Might as well, right? Maverick. Okay, I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but we may actually have stabilized. I'm just going to dump both of those. I don't really want either of those. I suppose I could have left the land on top. That would not have been so terrible bad. I probably should have left the land. Ivar would be a hot draw. I would even take... Sure. Go get 2 lands out of your deck so that you can cast this. Very cool. Cast that. Please cast that. I want to see what happens first. I don't think I need the mana value here. That was pretty terrible. Alright, so we get in for 2 first. And then we do this. Alright, we've got Restless Cottages online next turn. Our opponent drew a land, which is really good for us. They are holding on to that last guy. Okay. I actually think I'm gonna... I don't want to hold cards in my hand. So while Restless Cottage may seem like a good hit, this is a... Oh, wait. It's not, though. It's not a good hit. Because I can't use it this turn. Alright, we're going to dump the land because it comes in tap, but we're going to leave the Overlord on top. Do I use this Rebel Belt now? I think the answer is no. I think I don't. Okay, so what's under our Soul Cauldron? Haywire Might and Abyssal Harvester, and there is a Stalactite Stalker in the graveyard. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get our Stalactite Stalker under the Agatha Soul Cauldron. No attacks. We're gonna play Baelmer full cost. We're gonna get the other Harvester back, I think. And then we're going to harvest the Brood Spitter. We will dump the land and keep the roots on top, and I think we may have stabilized. I would be pretty surprised if their deck was playing with board wipes. I mean, they can make me discard this card. I actually don't care. You got it. They've been waiting such a long time for me to have a card to discard. I'm at 8, so I'm actually pretty vulnerable. If they're able to kind of like make something tricky happen, they may be able to still swing a victory. Brutal. 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 Yep. 6 life means I am very close to dead. Okay. Yeah, we are going for it. We are doing our very best to kill them. We have to take a creature that we can cast because we don't want to give them a card to. We don't want to give them a card that we can discard. Although I don't know that it matters. They can still just cast the Nightmare. So basically, if they can Hopeless Nightmare us 3 times, they win. Otherwise, we do. So final turn. Okay, so they're sacrificing that Hopeless Nightmare. Everybody hold your breath. Everybody wait. Hold. Hold. Both to the top. Okay. Okay. What do you take? You take the roots? You get a spell back that you can't cast, right? I just win, right? 2 damage is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't want to wait for me to do math. Ah, the Freemanov gall. That old mushroom. Less poisonous than people think it is. We'll keep. Ooh, what is this? Rubble belt. I think we dump the elf. I think I keep the cottage. What is going on? This is the second time I've seen this card. I see. So it's got pixie vibes to it. Okay. I see. It's very good. Wow. So this might actually be the same deck we just played. We are probably in a bad way if that is in fact the case. We will play Osteomancer Adept and hold. Really wish I had had a spider for that turn. That would make this Fear of Isolation look a lot less good. Removal spell for Osteomancer. Okay, gets in for 2. I have no blocks. 17. Alright, our opponent is holding up mana. I'm going to assume that means they are holding up a counter. I think I'm still going to jam Harvester here, because I have the Overlord play next turn, where Harvester might actually be able to reanimate something, so we're just going to say go then. Nowhere to run. Yep. Takes out the Harvester. Okay, Storm Chaser's talent. Makes another otter. We are attacking. They may be surprised by this, but I am going to block. Their deck is very interesting. I mean, I have been out of the game enough recently that I'm really kind of feeling like I don't understand the decks that maybe now exist. Okay, Soul Cauldron is really one of the best cards I have here, so I think I just hold. They're gonna cast something. I know they are. I'm just gonna say go, hoping that they play something on the end step and it allows me to kill the Fear of Isolation. Very interesting that they're playing this blue-black kind of pseudo blink deck. Call it the slow blink deck, like you're trying to communicate with your cat. Yeah. Cast again. There you got it. All right, let's take out one of the flyers. Yep. No blocks. Excellent. Cottage. Cauldron. Osteomancer? I'm actually at least a little surprised that I haven't seen the black enchantment that makes me discard. Now that I'm down to one card, it's even better. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna bounce it. That feels good. Yeah, I have not felt even slightly in control this whole game. This deck is very good against us. This town is not big enough for the both of us. Let's find out. They have another spell. It's not even a question. The question is really, what is the other spell? Cut down will do it. Okay. Alright. Full cost Overlord of the Baelmerk. Counterspell? Even though there's only one unknown card in your hand, is it the exact right card? Looking for a reach creature. There it is. I gotta tell you, this town ain't big enough has turned out to be such a remarkably good card for 2 mana to bounce 2 things. It's so dang good. It's just so dang good. Alright, so they are gonna try real hard. They have so many good plays now. Okay. I think I have to attack. There it is. I'll take the Haywire Might. Yeah, you will. Okay, what's the best case here? They are definitely targeting. So let's do this now. And then Brood Spinner. Put a Harvester in the graveyard. Play the Cauldron because they know I have the Cauldron. What are we doing? I know I keep saying that I don't feel like the deck I'm playing is very resilient, but I am not just rolling over in these games. In situations where it really feels like I am very much on the back foot. Okay. Okay, -3/-3 to the Overlord. Okay, bounce the Brood Spinner. Okay. You're gonna play it again. You got it. Yep. Get in for 2. I actually not sure if I bother. Okay, maybe I do, just because then everybody gets the abilities very quickly. Okay, we are going to do it, just so that all my creatures with +1/+1 counters get this ability. Okay, we're gonna pop off now. So Insidious Roots. Brood Spinner. counter here. Make a plant. And hold, I think. Because I really want to be able to activate the secondary ability of this. Let's see what your last two cards are. They're going for it. I think I'm not going to block. Yeah, give me my 2. Well, because I'm going to pop the Brute Spinner next turn and make a bunch of flyers. Then they're in trouble. Sure. Do I have to do this as a sorcery? No. Okay, good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a 7th one. I think I'm actually going to use this now. I'm just trying to play very carefully. Enduring Curiosity is interesting. Okay. One on the other. This here. I love our opponent's deck. I just gotta keep saying. I just gotta say it. Okay. So we are going to get the Abyssal Harvester. Counter here. That makes it big enough to kill the Enduring Curiosity. Yeah, that makes some sense. Beautiful. Oh, they think this is smart, but it's not. Okay, land is tapped. I just want to see what's under it. Okay, Abyssal Harvester's under it. Haywire Miner is under it. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. 1, 2, 3. All right, Brute Spinner, Slack-Tide Harvester. That's probably just fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm really surprised that they didn't activate their creature land. Brood spinner, making all of the flying creatures, making it seem real bad. I don't think that they can get through the brood spinner lock at this point. I just do not think that that is possible. I don't have anything worth bouncing, right? Right. I'm just gonna go. Okay. I will play this Rebel Belt Maverick. Wait. Do they have the ability? They do. Okay. Yeah, you can go. Oh no, that sucks. They glitched out on me. I should have been able to surveil those things. I really wanted those things in the graveyard. Go in full control. They're gonna love this. Abyssal Harvester? Give me that. Yeah! Alright, Josh, listen. We gotta play a fast game, which means... Please don't kill me very quickly. Okay, I mean, this is decent. It's a little tough because I think it actually makes sense for me to play Rebel Belt on one, because Llanowar into Tyvar, it isn't that good if you don't already have creatures in the graveyard. So Rebel Belt makes sure that there are creatures in the graveyard. So Josh, buddy, I was really hoping we could play quickly. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I hate this deck. Thank you. I hate it. Blooming Marsh, Rebel Belt Maverick. Toss some stuff in the graveyard. Neither of those things are good in the graveyard, but they're also not good in my hand right now. Too many Tyvars. It's not cool. So at least next turn I get to Underground Mortuary and Llanowar. They're gonna kill that so they can get a point of poison through, probably. I will block, friend. No attacks. Okay. Still no creature in the graveyard. I'm confident that this is the right move now. So let's see what our opponent does. We will surveil almost anything into the graveyard. But isn't an Insidious Roots. Okay. Here comes poison. This deck is fairly fast, so... most of the time. Ooh. Very good for our opponent. Draw some cards? You're not there yet. And Drowning Nicker. Very cool. There we go. 4 poison, everybody. We are doing great. Tyvar.
this hex gold can do. Share in my glory.
Stalactite Stalker. Removal again. Beautiful. Did they go for the poison? They should. Okay. Tyvar again.
This will make a thrilling tale. We're in this together.
Boo. I didn't realize they exiled it. I wasn't particularly paying attention. The problem is that either of these get killed. Brood Spinner's decent, but it isn't a Roots, which is all that's going to get me out of this right now. Mortuary. I don't think Haywire Might does anything against this deck either. Our opponent's deck is not humming the way that they might want it to. Card draw is good for them right now. Oh, we'll take that. We will take that. Yep. Interesting. Okay. I have 14 cards in my graveyard. If I tap Osteomancer, I can cast. Do I have 3 1-drops in my graveyard? I have a Llanowar Elf, a Rubble Belt Maverick, and a Haywire Might. I can cast 3 creatures. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Dump it. Llanowar Elf. Haywire Might. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Can't do that. Untap the Osteomancer. Say go.
Show them what you're made of.
I mean, I'm at 5 poison. They probably have... Ooh, land is good for us. Land is very good for us. Brood Spinner. Rubble Belt. I think I just killed that, right? Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, they just have to cast 5 more spells instead, so... If they were trying to counter the spell, it's too late to do that. Interesting choice. Okay.
Ready for round 2.
We're so close. Ugh, okay, dead. Why are you doing that? I don't need the life. I'm actually going to decline that. This is going to be very close. So they have something. They're stopping on our upkeep. Sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and you get a poison. Okay. Okay. There's no way I get to 14, right? Like, that's not happening. Okay, so resolve. I guess we sacrifice the rubble belt. That is not great. All right. We just go for as much damage as we can, and we pray that they don't draw a spell that gives us a poison counter, which is frankly like almost impossible at this point. I don't know that this matters, but I'm gonna do it. Stalker is fine. Did I mill anything else? I'm just gonna attack and give them the turn. Did you draw it? Is it our lucky day? There it is. Well, friends, opponents, how did we do today? The games in this recording were super long. I really try often to get 7 games in. Because of the length of some of these games, I was only able to get 5. In those 5 games, we went 4-1. You saw them. They were very meaty games. There were several times where I really felt like we were on the rope and that we weren't gonna get out of that. So the level of resilience that this deck showed in a couple of those games was really remarkable, because it doesn't always feel that way. And those are the kind of games that I like. I really love a swingy game where it seems like maybe you're gonna lose, and then you're able to kind of crawl back, because sometimes the tendency is to just give up. My tendency sometimes is to just give up before I'm able to turn the corner. So a deck that can really be resilient, to me, is a lot of fun. So all in all, I think Insidious Roots is a fairly mid card. Like, this is not a fantastic card. It's not amazing. In a vacuum, it doesn't do anything. And when things are humming very well, it does an enormous amount. So that level of swing makes for an inconsistent deck, but I think is super fun. I think playing with any deck that has Agatha's Soul Cauldron and allows you to give out the activated abilities of creatures underneath it allows for some very, very cool gameplay, especially with some of the 1-drops in the deck. I think Stalactite Stalker is a sleeper all-star because it gives us a little bit more reach in terms of our removal, as well as Haywire Might. Like, turning all of our creatures into exiling target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment is actually very valuable in a lot of matchups in this meta. So I think that Abyssal Harvester is an enormous amount of fun. I love stealing my opponent's creatures when they die, so this is exactly what I want to be doing sometimes. So it's a 3/2, so it's very vulnerable in the meta, but it is it's a very fun card to play. So that is all that we have for today. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, spending some time with us in the arena. Please remember to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos on our page, our podcast, and our Commander content. We appreciate all y'all so much. Please remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see each other again real soon.